The question of are we exposed to toxins? Yes, indeed. One of the elements of disease these days is toxicity, chronic toxicity over time. And without a doubt, toxins cause inflammation, toxins cause cancer, toxins have a role to play in almost every single disease condition. So it's very important that all people realize that one of their jobs, if they want to stay healthy, is to help the body cleanse and purify from all the toxins that we're exposed to on a daily basis. Toxins in the air we breathe, in the water we drink, in the food that we take in. So for example, I always say to patients, okay, you ate some broccoli, all right? Imagine that giant field of broccoli. It was being picked perhaps manually, but how did those workers get way out into the field? Maybe a tractor took them out there, and the tractor's spewing exhaust, and the exhaust is landing in the ground. And after the harvest is done, there's plows that are plowing up the field, and those plows are dripping oil from underneath them. They're spewing exhaust. So farm soil is extremely toxic. It's toxic by the industrial farming, industrial agriculture. So our job is not only to nourish ourselves the best we can, but help the body cleanse, purify, and remove the waste products. Sun chlorella, one of the reasons it is a superfood and it's unique in its ability to help enhance a person's health is because it both nourishes the body and it has two key ingredients, the fiber and the chlorophyll, to help cleanse and purify the body. Because food may often contain toxins from how it's grown, from how it's processed. That's why I recommend that people take sun chlorella with their meal 3 times a day. Heavy metals are found in foods. In fact, that's why in California, if you buy a nutritional product that has food ingredients, it is labeled that it may contain toxins because it's grown in the ground and it may contain toxins. So we have heavy metal toxins, dioxins, PCBs, organophosphates, which can be pesticides. So this gets into the whole other arena of whether a person is choosing conventional versus organic food. If someone is eating conventional food, it is critical that they take sun chlorella. Even if they're eating organic food, there's so much pollution in the environment. So for example, polar bears in the Arctic Circle are known to contain dioxins. They find dioxins and PCBs in their blubber. So even if you're buying an organic food, produce, it's going to have toxins which are in the air or in the water that settle into it. It just means that they're not using chemical toxins as they grow it. So it's tremendously reduced in its toxic load. There's still toxins. One of our jobs is clearly to help the body cleanse, purify, and detoxify. And sun chlorella is a perfect product and does a brilliant job of doing that. GMO food is a whole different animal. It has unique genetic sequences that we don't fully know what it's doing to our health and our cellular function. We have no idea. We do know that it's not good, it's having a damaging effect. In my mind, I don't believe that sun chlorella is something in terms of removing like GMO as a toxin. It's not relevant because GMO, when you eat it, it's going to have its damaging effect. So what you can do though is you can nourish the cells to keep them as healthy and strong as they can be to withstand whatever damaging effect that GMO food is going to have. So remember, we go back to a GMO food is in some ways like a physical insult. So like a sunburn or getting overdosed with radiation. It's going to have some kind of damaging effect on the body. You want to nourish the body to help it withstand that damaging effect. You also want to cleanse and purify the body so you can remove the insults from all the other toxins that would have an additive damaging effect. So if anything, consuming GMO foods just makes it that much more important that you're helping to preserve your health by taking Sun Chlorella, who's going to work on the other aspects of health, cleansing, purifying, and nourishing the body. There's no other natural remedy that comes close to providing the nourishment power along with the cleansing, the purifying, and detoxifying power of Sun Chlorella. There's nothing that comes close to it. If a person's wondering when's the best time to detox, it's like my good friend always asks me, when's the best time to plant a tree? Yesterday, he says. So today and forever is always the best time to detox. I think what people need to understand is that conventional Western medicine does not recognize that chronic toxicity plays such a big influence in undermining our health and causing disease. But it does. It's in the books. If you read about toxicology and toxicity of the biochemistry on how the body works, accumulation of toxins over our lifetime is one of the fundamental causes of not only diseases, but not feeling well. So every time we think about, does it make sense to help the body cleanse, purify, and detoxify, it makes perfect sense. It's common sense. You know, Mark Twain once said, common sense ain't that common. But it makes perfect sense. One of our main jobs to facilitate preserving our health is to help the body cleanse, purify, and detoxify. And Sun Chlorella is a great product to do that.